absolutely can. Inevitably, whenever we look at these games where we get level 1s, it has been how TL has found so much success. Of course, this time on the blue side, can't go for the classic red side invade, enemy red buff invade. So they're going to have to mix things up a little bit. They will walk into the enemy team, but still confident to step forward. CoreJJ leaping in. Big Pantheon level 1, Conquer already proc. That's going to be first blood. TL fans love to see it. Have they lost a game yet when they started with a level 1 like this, Frosco? I don't think so.
100% when you go for the level 1 invade. And now the Senna is really making sense to me right there as it's back-to-back snares into CoreJJ picking up the first blood. Having that early CC, it feels like a very practiced maneuver, very coached, very telegraphed and planned out of how to play the game pretty passively and like no more kills or skirmishing, although as I say that, CoreJJ's sprinting at Gemini. You could see like a 2-level, 3-level difference between the junglers Broxa and Gemini soon.
Yeah, and luckily the balance team was already taken down Pantheon early game a little bit, but this is disgusting. They just killed Koala. CoreJJ is level 2 and has a support item. He's probably already used the ulti a few times. That's why he's not comfortable using the stacks there, but it looks like they'll finally fade away, and he can ult out to safety on that one. Now the engage coming into the bottom side. Tactical potentially in trouble, but CoreJJ now looking to turn it. Not a lot of mana left, but he's still got enough for the piercing darkness. We'll step forward, and again, Machi trying to find plays, trying to find something, but ending up empty-handed.
Trying to brute force something through the lane phase, but Tactical and CoreJJ just make him hit a brick wall, and even 3v2 in this situation will get the wave to crash and a nice back for themselves. And Broxa, now that he knows where Gemini is, can take the Raptor camp. You can see that PK's been pulled.
He can also maybe try to take the Kassadin, but PK is going to be able to do a lot of damage here. Ornn base damage, pretty disgusting. The sleep now coming in. The Shen could be coming in as well. They're going to let that one nap, and now they're going to follow through, and that's going to be it. Top lane dead as well. And again, no matter what Machi tried to do, Team Liquid have been one step ahead this entire game.
And CoreJJ is about to get on it too. They're looking for a dive.
Impact. Binding's going to connect, but the Shen can just taunt for the wall. They're immediately going to leap onto the Kassadin. Mission has no mana. That's going to be it. Jet's going to pick up that one on the backside, and CoreJJ now running to safety. Impact potentially in trouble here, getting lower and lower. Pull the blade through. No, instead Flash Rock, obviously a big chunk of damage. And luckily for you, you have this ability called Spirit's Refuge that blocks all the damage. So things pretty easy, and if the numbers at the top of the screen don't tell you enough of a story of what's happening here in the game, certainly these big blue bars will tell you all you need to see.
Okay, but you can see it coming. They've got Koala, he's got ultimate. This is it. This is their moment for Machi to maybe get something back.
Impact, still pretty tanky. Is he close enough to the wall to find the stun? Kick back through. Impact is going to get locked up and should get taken down here. Gemini going to find that kill. That's the start for Machi. Global of the Pantheon, the global of the Shen. TP's mashed on the opposite side.
And that's the thing. It's also the fact that Mission and Ornn are going to push like pretty slowly in these side lanes. But also if you do play the side lanes, all those globals that you just talked about.
That's going to be the lockup. That's going to be the follow-up CC. Big ulti to finish. Tactical going to find one. They're going to look to make it two as the scatter of the week goes across the backside. Bruce is next. CoreJJ out for blood, and PK now running for the hills. Broxa off to the side, 1v1ing the Kassadin. Not a good sign for Machi. TL taking their time with this one, but it's feeling like a done deal.
Yep, Impact also holding the tower aggro right there. Unfortunately, the wave isn't big enough for them, so TL. Oh no. Herald into top inhib. You got it that one.
This time the timing is right, however, but still, without anyone there to hit the backside of that, TL could look to end the game right here. A small amount of risk in that proposition, but with PK getting locked up now, not so much anymore. That's all the engage options down, all eyes on Mission, but he doesn't really have the damage to close this one out. TL, though, running out of minions quickly. Will be able to grab at least one tower. Stun now going in. CoreJJ going to have to back off of that one. Maybe, just maybe, Mission can start to turn this one. Have they overstayed? Bruce stepping forward, slowly chipping away, slowly whittling them down, but that's going to be Sleepy, and that's going to be a tactical leaping forward, but he will get taken down by the Kassadin. Gemini on the backside, Koala coming forward. Big ult going down. CoreJJ locked up.
Kassadin
most certainly will fall here. Spear going in. CoreJJ living for way too long, but the shutdown will come in. TL will now back off.
Okay, Gemini may continue to chase, but I think he's relatively low health. So good news for Machi fans, you got 2 kills on Mission. Bad news for Machi fans, Mission almost fumbled that one with the timing on the ball.
But they're not going to fully commit here. They do not want to overstay their welcome, overcommit their hand.
Being very respectful that they didn't have full information about where Tactical and Broxa were. Obviously, Tactical and Broxa were underneath shadowing. Now that they have inside track on this bottom inhib, TL, take 3 ultimates, Bard, Ornn, and Ashe ultimate, and then walk bottom.
Kick back, Jensen in the middle of the team. Maybe they get the follow, but they don't really have the damage quite yet. Koala gonna get one tap, but not quite. The shutdown now onto Jensen, that's big. Koala dying to creeps, though. Bruce taken out as well. Broxa just sweeping through the entire team. He's just too fast to be dodged out on. They're going to close that up pretty easy. Cassidy on the flank, maybe wanting to get something done. There's so many low health bars. Mission. On a mission. Trying to find the flank, but it's looking like it might already be over. CoreJJ ready to instantly stun the second Cassidy leaps forward.
You also have the Stand United about to come up on Impact, and if they're not keeping perfect information about that cooldown, Mission might not even try to risk this. And because it's Cassidy, it's not like he can clear out or contest these waves. TL can just force the game down. There's not much Mission can do.
This flash taunt connects perfectly for Impact. That should be the game, but TL still want to grab a few more kills just to make it a little bit sweeter as they have to wait out in the next game, but that's going to do it. TL, an unbelievable victory against Suning, and now a commanding win against Machi. TL will take their time here, knowing that the Miracle Run is alive, that the tiebreaker could secure them a way out of groups, and now TL, the biggest G2 fans in the world, as they pray for an EU win.
Outside of losing to G2 and the second time around, TL have done everything in their power to set themselves up to walk out of groups here. 3